Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday English Podcast.
Hi, friends. We are really happy you are here with us today.
My name is Emma.
And I am Daniel.
On this channel, you practice real everyday English with slow, clear, and natural conversations.
We hope you speak with more confidence, one simple conversation at a time.
If you enjoy learning with us, please like this video and subscribe to Everyday English Podcast.
Thank you so much. Now let us get started.
Today, we are talking about daily routines, the little habits that shape your whole day, even when you do not notice.
Yes, and the best part is, daily routine English is super useful because you can use it at work, at school, and at home.
Daniel, be honest. How does your morning usually start?
My morning starts with my alarm, and then I hit snooze, and suddenly I'm running around like a cartoon.
Oh, wow. I know that feeling. So you wake up, and then what?
First, I check my phone, just for a second, but it turns into a long scroll, and my brain feels foggy.
That is so real. Friends, a common phrase is, I check my phone first thing in the morning.
Then I drag myself out of bed and I try to get ready fast. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and throw on whatever is clean.
You just said a great phrase, throw on clothes. It means you put clothes on quickly, without thinking too much.
Exactly. Then I rush to the kitchen. I usually skip breakfast because I think I don't have time, but later I feel hungry and grumpy.
That is the trap. I used to do that too, until I learned one small change.
Okay, tell me, because I want a routine that does not feel painful.
I keep breakfast simple. I make toast or I grab a banana and I drink water before coffee. It takes 2 minutes, but it changes my mood.
I like that. Grab a banana is such a normal phrase. It sounds easy, not fancy.
Yes, and after that, I make my bed. It sounds boring, but it makes me feel like the day has started.
Making the bed feels like a mini win. I need more mini wins in my life, especially on busy days.
Same. And today, we will walk through a full day routine with simple phrases, and you can copy them.
So let us start from the moment you step out the door, because that's where my day gets messy.
Okay, picture this. It is morning, you are ready, and you step out the door. What do you usually say to yourself?
I usually say, do not forget your keys, and then I forget my keys.
Oh no. Friends, a very common sentence is, I always double check my pockets. Double check means check one more time to be sure.
I need that habit. I walk back inside at least twice. I grab my bag, I grab my water bottle, and I tell myself I am finally ready.
And then you realize your phone is on the charger.
Yes, exactly. I run back, unplug it, and I am out again. My morning is like a mini workout.
Okay, so you leave home. How do you get to work these days?
I usually commute by train. Sometimes I drive, but traffic makes me feel stressed.
Commute is a great word. It means travel between your home and your workplace. So you can say, I commute by train, I commute by bus, I commute by car.
When I am on the train, I put on my headphones and listen to something calm, because I don't want to start the day annoyed.
That is smart. I do something similar. I like to listen to podcasts or I review a few notes for the day.
You are more organized than me. I usually just stare out the window and think about what I forgot to do yesterday.
That is also very human. Friends, you can say, I zone out on my commute. Zone out means your mind drifts. You're not really focused.
Yes, I zone out a lot. Then I arrive and I check the time and I feel that little rush, like, okay, game time.
What is the first thing you do when you get to work?
I say good morning to people, then I turn on my computer and I check my emails.
Great routine phrase. I check my emails first. And another useful one is, I go through my inbox.
My inbox is like a monster sometimes. It keeps growing.
When your inbox is big, you can say, I have a lot on my plate today. It means you have many tasks to do.
I say that almost every Monday. I have a lot on my plate.
Same. So after you check emails, what next?
I make a quick to-do list. If I don't write it down, I forget it.
Yes. Friends, write this phrase down. I make a to-do list. It is simple, but super useful.
Then I try to tackle the hardest task first, but my brain wants to do the easy stuff.
That is normal. A native phrase is, I procrastinate. It means you delay doing something you should do.
Oh, I procrastinate a lot, especially with boring tasks.
But you know what helps? I break it into small steps.
That sounds like advice I actually can follow.
Good, because soon we are going to talk about lunchtime and what people really do in the middle of the day, not what they say they do.
Okay, lunchtime is where I either feel great or completely crash. There is no middle.
Same. So tell me, what is your typical lunch routine?
If I am being honest, I eat at my desk a lot. I tell myself it saves time, but then I feel tired and my shoulders get stiff.
Friends, a very natural sentence is, I eat at my desk. And stiff means your body feels tight, like it does not want to move.
Some days I pack lunch, but most days I just grab something quick.
Grab something quick is perfect daily English. It means you choose food fast, usually something easy.
Like a sandwich or noodles or whatever is nearby. And then I scroll on my phone while I eat, and I barely notice the food.
That is so modern. But I try to do one thing differently. I take a real break, even if it is short.
What do you mean by a real break?
I step away from my desk. I walk outside for 5 minutes. I get some fresh air. It helps my brain reset.
Reset is a great word, like restarting your mind.
Exactly. You can say, I need a quick reset, or I take a breather. A breather means a short rest.
I like that. I take a breather. It sounds calm.
And after lunch, we usually talk about the afternoon slump.
Oh yes, the afternoon slump. That sleepy feeling around 2 or 3.
Friends, you can say, I hit a slump in the afternoon, or I feel sleepy after lunch.
I always feel sleepy after lunch, especially if I eat too much.
Another natural phrase is, I feel sluggish. Sluggish means slow and low energy.
Yes, I feel sluggish, and then I stare at my screen like it is a wall.
So what do you do to get through the afternoon?
I get coffee. That's my first move. I grab a coffee and hope for the best.
Very real. But sometimes coffee is not enough, right?
Right. Sometimes I just need to move. I stand up, stretch, and walk to the water cooler, like I'm pretending I have a reason.
That is actually smart. Movement helps. I like to do a quick stretch too. Friends, you can say, I stretch my back, I stretch my legs.
And when I have meetings, I try to stay focused, but my mind drifts.
Mind drifts is a very natural phrase. It means you start thinking about other things.
I nod, I take notes, and I tell myself, pay attention, pay attention.
And here's a super useful daily routine sentence. I try to stay on top of my tasks. Stay on top of means keep things under control and not fall behind.
I love that phrase. I try to stay on top of my tasks.
Because later, when work ends, you want to feel done, not guilty.
Yes, because when I carry work stress home, it ruins my evening.
Perfect transition. Now let us talk about after-work routines, because that's where people either recharge or burn out.
After work, I just want to shut my brain off, like a phone with no battery.
I totally get that. So when you finish work, what do you usually do first?
I pack up my things, I say goodbye, and then I head home. Sometimes I stop by the store.
Stop by is a very natural phrase. It means you go somewhere for a short time. You can say, I stop by the store, I stop by the pharmacy, I stop by my friend's place.
Yes, I stop by the store to pick up a few things.
Pick up means get something quickly, usually on the way. Great. And then you get home. What happens next?
The moment I walk in, I kick off my shoes, and I breathe out like I have been holding my breath all day.
Kick off my shoes is very native. Friends, you can also say I change into something comfortable.
I do that. I change into a t-shirt and sweatpants. Then I check the fridge and think, what am I going to eat?
The daily question. Do you cook often?
I try, but I do not always have the energy. Sometimes I cook something simple. Sometimes I order takeout.
Both are real life. Friends, you can say I cook dinner, I make something quick, or I order takeout.
When I order takeout, I feel happy for 5 minutes, and then I feel guilty.
That guilt is so common, but dinner does not have to be perfect. I like to keep it easy.
What is your easy dinner routine?
I do a simple rotation. Rice, eggs, vegetables, maybe chicken. I do not overthink it.
Rotation, like repeating a few meals. That sounds smart.
Yes, and while cooking, I like to play music. It makes the kitchen feel warm, not like a chore.
Chore is a useful word. It means a boring task you have to do, like washing dishes.
Exactly. And speaking of dishes, what do you do after you eat?
I tell myself I will clean up later, and then later becomes tomorrow.
Classic. Friends, you can say, I put it off. Put it off means delay doing it.
I put it off all the time, but when I finally clean up, I feel lighter.
Because a clean space helps your mind relax. So after dinner, how do you spend your evening?
Usually, I sit on the couch and watch something. I tell myself it is just one episode.
And then it becomes 3 episodes.
Yes, exactly. And I go to bed too late.
Friends, here is a super common sentence. I stay up late. Another one is, I lose track of time.
I lose track of time when I watch videos, especially short clips.
Same. So I started a new evening routine. I set a cutoff time.
Cutoff time means the time you stop, like no screens after that.
Yes, I say at 10 o'clock, I wind down. Wind down means relax and prepare for sleep.
Wind down is such a nice phrase. Okay, tell us what winding down looks like for you, because my nights are messy.
Perfect, because next we are talking about night routines, sleep habits, and the little phrases people use right before bed. Okay, night routine. This is where the day either ends peacefully or ends in chaos.
Mine usually ends in chaos. I'm not proud of it.
No shame. We are just being real. So what time do you usually go to bed?
I try to go to bed at 11, but I end up going to bed at midnight.
Friends, both are useful phrases. I try to go to bed at 11. I end up going to bed at midnight. End up means the final result is different from your plan.
Yes, I plan one thing and then life happens, or my phone happens.
So before bed, what do you do?
I brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I get into bed and scroll.
Get into bed is a great phrase, and scroll is what we all do, even when we know we should not.
I tell myself just 5 minutes. Then I see something interesting, and suddenly it is 30 minutes.
Friends, you can say, I get sucked into my phone. Get sucked into means you get pulled in and cannot stop.
That is exactly me. I get sucked into my phone.
So here is a simple routine that helps. I plug my phone in across the room.
Across the room, so you cannot grab it easily.
Exactly. And I do a quick tidy up, just 2 minutes. I put things back where they belong.
Tidy up means clean a little, not deep cleaning.
Yes. Then I take a shower, or I just rinse off if I am tired. Rinse off means wash quickly.
I love rinse off. It sounds easy.
After that, I put on pajamas, and I do one relaxing thing.
Like what?
Sometimes I read a few pages of a book. Sometimes I stretch. Sometimes I write down 3 things that went well today.
That sounds healthy. I usually replay awkward moments in my head, like a highlight reel of embarrassment.
That is so relatable. Friends, a natural phrase is, I overthink at night. Overthink means you think too much and it makes you anxious.
I overthink at night, yes, and then I cannot fall asleep.
Cannot fall asleep is very common. Another one is, I have trouble sleeping.
I have trouble sleeping when my mind is busy.
So I use a phrase with myself. I tell myself, let it go, tomorrow is a new day.
Let it go is simple but powerful.
And if I wake up in the middle of the night, I don't panic. I just breathe slowly and relax my body.
Wake up in the middle of the night. That happens to me too. Then I check the time and get annoyed.
Friends, you can say, I wake up in the middle of the night, or I wake up and cannot go back to sleep.
I wake up and cannot go back to sleep, especially when I have something important the next day.
That is why your morning routine matters too, because your day starts the night before.
Wow, that is true. So the real routine is not just morning, it's the whole cycle.
Exactly. And now we are going to connect everything. We will talk about weekend routines, habits, and how to describe your routine in a natural way, not like a robot.
Okay, weekend routines are different, but I still do the same bad habits.
Weekends can feel free, but routines still matter. Friends, you can say, on weekends I usually, or my weekends are pretty relaxed.
On weekends, I usually sleep in. Sleep in means you wake up later than usual.
Yes, sleep in is super common.
I also sleep in sometimes, but not too much because then my body feels weird.
Same. If I sleep in too long, I feel groggy all day.
Groggy means sleepy and not fully awake. Great word for mornings.
Then I get up, make coffee, and I take my time. During the week, I rush. On weekends, I move slowly.
Move slowly is a nice, simple phrase. Another one is I take it easy.
I take it easy until I remember all the things I need to do. Laundry, groceries, cleaning.
The adult weekend list. Friends, you can say, I run errands on the weekend. Errands are small tasks outside the house, like shopping, the bank, the pharmacy.
I run errands, yes. And I always say I will do it early, but then it becomes late afternoon.
That is why we need a few routines that make weekends feel good. For me, one key habit is I plan one fun thing.
One fun thing? Like what?
A walk in the park, meeting a friend, trying a new cafe, something simple.
That sounds nice. My weekend can disappear if I do not plan anything. I just watch videos and the day is gone.
Friends, you can say, the day got away from me. It means time passed quickly and you did not do what you wanted.
The day got away from me. Yes, that is me.
So let us help everyone describe routines naturally. Here's a structure that native speakers use. First, you say a general habit. Then you add details.
Give us an example.
Sure. I usually wake up around 7. Then I make coffee and I check my messages. After that, I get ready and head out.
That flows well. It sounds like a story.
Exactly. You can connect actions with then, after that, and usually. These words make your routine sound smooth.
And you can add little time phrases, right? Like in the morning, around noon, in the afternoon, in the evening.
Yes, friends, those time phrases are very useful. In the morning, I. Around noon, I. In the evening, I.
I like around noon. It sounds natural, not too exact.
Perfect. And another thing, people often use soft words like pretty, kind of, usually, most days.
Like most days I work out, or I usually cook at home.
Yes, it makes you sound more relaxed, more native.
Because real life is not exact. Some days are different.
Exactly. And when your routine changes, you can say, lately I have been, or these days I have been.
Lately, I have been going to bed too late, and I want to fix it.
Great example. Lately I have been going to bed too late. That sounds very natural.
Okay, so now we have all the phrases, but how do we practice?
Perfect question. Next, we will do a repeat out loud practice, like a mini speaking workout, and we will build a full routine description together. Okay, friends, now it is time to practice speaking. Do not be shy. Speak out loud with us.
Yes, even if you are alone. Practice is how your mouth learns.
We will say a sentence, then you repeat it. Ready?
Ready.
I usually wake up around 7 in the morning.
Repeat. I usually wake up around 7 in the morning.
Good. Now this one. I check my phone, but I try not to scroll too long.
Repeat. I check my phone, but I try not to scroll too long.
Nice. Next. Then I wash my face and brush my teeth.
Repeat. Then I wash my face and brush my teeth.
Great. Now, after that, I make a simple breakfast.
Repeat. After that, I make a simple breakfast.
Perfect. Now, I grab my bag and head out the door.
Repeat. I grab my bag and head out the door.
Okay, let us do work routine phrases.
Yes, these are super useful.
When I get to work, I check my emails.
Repeat. When I get to work, I check my emails.
Great. I make a to-do list and start my first task.
Repeat. I make a to-do list and start my first task.
Nice. I try to stay on top of my tasks.
Repeat. I try to stay on top of my tasks.
Now, lunch and afternoon.
Yes, because afternoons can be tough for everyone.
Around noon, I take a break and eat lunch.
Repeat. Around noon, I take a break and eat lunch.
Great. In the afternoon, I sometimes hit a slump.
Repeat. In the afternoon, I sometimes hit a slump.
Nice. So I stand up, stretch, and get some fresh air.
Repeat. So I stand up, stretch, and get some fresh air.
Now, evening routine.
This is where I need help.
After work, I head home and change into something comfortable.
Repeat. After work, I head home and change into something comfortable.
Great. Then I cook dinner or order takeout.
Repeat. Then I cook dinner or order takeout.
Nice. In the evening, I try to wind down.
Repeat. In the evening, I try to wind down.
Now, bedtime.
The hardest part for me, but I am learning.
Before bed, I put my phone away.
Repeat. Before bed, I put my phone away.
Great. I get into bed and try to fall asleep.
Repeat. I get into bed and try to fall asleep.
Amazing. Now, let us build one full routine description, like a real conversation. Daniel, you go first. Tell me about your typical day using the connectors.
Okay. I usually wake up around 7, but sometimes I hit snooze. Then I check my phone, wash up, and throw on clothes quickly. After that, I grab something simple to eat and head out.
That sounded very natural. Keep going.
When I get to work, I check my emails and make a to-do list. Around noon, I eat lunch, and in the afternoon, I sometimes feel sluggish, so I stretch and get coffee. After work, I head home, change into something comfortable, and I try to relax. At night, I wind down, but lately I have been going to bed too late.
That was excellent. Friends, notice how he used then, after that, when I, around noon, in the afternoon, after work, at night, and lately.
Yes, those words make it smooth, like telling a story instead of listing words.
Exactly. Now, in the final part, we will do a fun challenge. We will help you describe your routine in your own way, and we will share some quick native tips that make your English sound more natural.
Okay, friends, here is a fun challenge. We want you to describe your daily routine in the comments. Just 5 to 8 sentences.
Yes, keep it simple and do not worry about being perfect. Real progress comes from doing it.
Let us give them a model they can copy.
Good idea. Friends, you can write like this. I usually wake up around, then I, after that I, around noon I, in the afternoon I, after work I, at night I.
And you can add one feeling, like I feel tired, I feel stressed, I feel calm, I feel proud.
Yes, feelings make your routine sound human, not robotic.
Okay, Emma, give me 3 quick native tips to sound more natural when talking about routines.
Tip 1. Use usually, most days, and pretty often. For example, I usually cook at home. Most days I take the train. I pretty often work late.
Pretty often is nice. It sounds casual.
Tip 2. Use small phrases like to be honest, not gonna lie, and kind of. But we will keep it simple today. You can say, to be honest, I hit snooze a lot.
To be honest, I hit snooze a lot. That is true.
Tip 3. Use short phrasal verbs. Wake up, get up, head out, pick up, stop by, wind down, put off. These phrases are everywhere in daily English.
Yes, people use them all the time.
Now let us do one last mini practice together. Repeat after us.
Repeat out loud, friends.
Most days I wake up early and start my day slowly.
Repeat. Most days I wake up early and start my day slowly.
Great. To be honest, I sometimes procrastinate in the afternoon.
Repeat. To be honest, I sometimes procrastinate in the afternoon.
After work, I try to recharge and enjoy my evening.
Repeat. After work, I try to recharge and enjoy my evening.
At night, I wind down and go to bed on time.
Repeat. At night, I wind down and go to bed on time.
Amazing. If you want, you can replay this part and shadow our voices. Copy the rhythm and the feeling.
Yes, shadowing is a great way to sound natural. Just repeat with the same speed and tone.
And remember, your daily routine is your real life. So these sentences are not just English practice. They are useful every day.
Thank you for practicing with us. If you enjoyed this conversation, please like this video and subscribe to Everyday English Podcast.
And tell us in the comments, what is one habit you want to change this week?
We cannot wait to read your routines. See you in the next episode.